Well, the CFL is a totally different game than the NFL game. First of all, you're playing on a longer field, 110 yards. You're playing on a wider field, 65 yards compared to, 53 yards. You play with 3 downs as opposed to 4 downs. You're playing with 12 guys as opposed to 11 guys. There's so many other ways to score in the CFL game, which I love about it. There's no such thing as a fair catch on a punt. You have to give a guy 5 yards and every punt is returned, so the game never slows down for a fair catch. Every ball has to be returned out of the end zone, or the kicking team gets a point for that if you don't take the ball out of the end zone. The end zones in some stadiums are as deep as 25 yards long, so you can throw a deep ball on the 1 yard line if you want to. So a lot of differences, but I really liked the game because it was so fast moving. There were so many different ways to score that you were always in it. I adjusted to all of that. I don't know, I wouldn't say quickly, but I'll tell you what, it was an eye-opening experience, my first preseason game as a rookie, watching some of the stuff unfold. I remember towards the end of the game, it was like a tie football game, or I think we were ahead by 1 or 2 points, and a team was going to kick a field goal to maybe beat us. Well, they missed the field goal, but if we wouldn't have returned it, they would have got 1 point and would have tied the score. But we were able to punt the ball back out of the end zone, believe it or not, and then they were able to catch it again and punt it back into the end zone to try and get another point. And I'm watching this ball go back and forth. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Nobody had gone over that particular situation with me. So that was just one of those situations that made the game a lot more exciting. But I really enjoyed my experience up there because I had a lot of success. I played on a great team. We won 5 championships in a row, and just met some great people, learned a new environment living up in Canada, so it was a great experience. And then coming back to the NFL, it wasn't a big adjustment for me because I had played that game all my life. I had played it from the time I was 10 all the way up through college. So it was just adjusting to, a narrower field, so the windows weren't going to be as big as far as throwing the football. Of course, you're playing with better players in the National Football League. Every player at every position was a great player. So those were the biggest differences for me, learning a new offense coming out of Canada, having been in one offense for that long, and then having to learn a new offense. That was a change, and then learning your new personnel, the players that you were going to play with. Those were the biggest differences for me, learning new players and the new offense.